X a little bit. Looks like I could take on the Ghost Gym. I believe it's the Ghost Gym. I got a lot of Pokemon that no bite and/or crunch, so I think this is going to be a cakewalk, low-key. So let's go ahead and check this out. I'm actually going to... I guess I'll keep Bandit as a starter, because I think this guy's low-key close to evolving into Corving Knight. So, at least I think that's how you pronounce the name. I didn't get him yet. I'm not that attached to him as of yet. But I am interested to see the area to the east, because that shit looks pretty cool, honestly. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was when they were doing the live stream, and they were, like, revealing all the new Pokemon in the Galar region. Why is there a crack here? It's Stow-on-Side's famous mural. It's said to be a very deep work of art. Seriously? The fuck? Fucking Naruto had better artwork on the fucking Hokage faces than that shit. The fuck is that? Let's see, is there any useful information from this guy? Quite an impressive gym stadium. Places where you can Dynamax your Pokemon are known as power spots. The gym stadiums of Galar region are all built on these power spots. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and get in here. Let's see if there's any bullshit or if we can just straight up fight this asshole. What's going on, boy? A gym challenger? Are you here to challenge the gym? Yes, sir. Please change it to your uniform. Okay. Why is this guy's self-esteem on 0 right now? Low self-esteem, you know what I mean. Let's see. Number 242, do your best. Oh, I just realized something. That fucking number I gave at the beginning of the game, 242, is the shit that's on my jersey. If I had known that, I could have gone with 69, 420, something funny, something that people would say and go, you know what? I like this guy. He's great. What the fuck is this? This is looking like a game of pinball. Yo! What's going on, sir? Allow me to explain the gym mission for Stow-on-Side's gym. To complete the mission, you'll need to ride on one of these cups and make your way to the goal. While trying to avoid obstacles, let me tell you a bit more about how to operate this fun attraction. Rotate your control stick to the right, and this cup will spark to spin to the right. Rotate it to the left to make the cup spin left. If you hit a wall, rotate the stick as quickly as you can to get yourself out of that sticky situation, and have a good time watching the world spin around. Okay. Alright. I'm just assuming this guy would have a French accent just based off that fucking mustache. I remember I had a professor in school who... Hey, yo! Oh. Oh, you gotta actually spin it. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. Whoa! This is some crazy shit, boys. But yeah, I had a, professor in school who was French. I think he's Moroccan, technically, but... He was, he had a fucking crazy French accent. I remember every time I would go to class, he was teaching Calculus 3. All he would talk about is how ass America is. Like, you could just... Dude, the first day was literally... We just go into the fucking classroom, and he's like... He just starts asking us, like, super basic questions. And I'm not... What I'm about to say is going to sound retarded, but sometimes when people ask you super basic questions, they're so simple that you're like, your mind... like, it's so easy that you're like, you start doubting yourself. So, an example of this, he's like, what are some axioms? What are some axioms? And I'm like, the commutative property. He's like, yes, commutative property, commutative. And then he explains it. And then he's like, and then he goes to fucking associative property, like all these different axioms. And then I'm like, okay, so what the, like, why the fuck is he saying all this shit? And then he goes, he's like, what you have to remember is that everything has a balance. You have the opposite of addition is subtraction. What is the opposite of division? And then we're like, it's like, I guess, multiplication. He's like, yes. He's like, and multiplication in and of itself is also division. All you have to do is use the reciprocal, and that becomes division. Like, he just kept talking about this basic shit. And then... no. And then I remember, like, one thing he started roasting me about, because I was, he was like, dude, he was just doing a bunch of basic shit. And then he's like, he was doing some equation, and he was doing, Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Let's see, let's see. Whoa! Okay. And he was doing something with, like, some square root or some shit. And he's like, what is this? And I was, like, super happy to tell him the right answer. And he's like... dude, what I love... I was about to fucking, like, say the complete answer. Like, oh, dude, like, imagine it was 64 and it was just square root. And I'm like, oh, that's 8. And then he goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then before I can even say anything, he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not 8. That's positive or negative 8. You don't know if it's positive. You don't know if it's negative. And then he just keeps talking. He's like, that's why in America... In America, did you ever see this? And then he just showed, like, 25 over 5, and then he did, like, a slash over 25 over 5, and then he just put 5. And he's like, you've just crossed it out, right? You cross it out. No, we never cross it out. You always have a relationship. And he just, I'm just listening to him talk. I'm like, bro, this guy is talking so much shit. Like, you fucking is just, like, roasting the shit out of America. And then, I remember, like, towards the end of that class, I remember he always used to be, like, he used to go into so much jutsu where he would just be like, listen, he's like, listen, in my country, in France, best thing is the math. You learn it all at once. It takes 4 years, but you don't do... Oh yeah, the one thing he loved talking shit about is, he's like, you don't do algebra here, geometry there. You know, at this college, he loved talking shit. Dude, he loved... Lucky he's right when he came to this point. He's like, do you know at this college, they have physics where you don't have calculus. You can do it with algebra, yes, but why would you do that? Everything is vectors, everything is force. And he just starts talking hella shit. And dude, after he said that, I'm like, yo, low-key, this guy low-key right. Because technically, like, calculus can be expressed, like, especially derivatives, like, you could express it in an algebraic form. But it takes way longer to do, and it's just easier to just do it with calculus. Like, honestly, I kind of wish my school would have just, like... I never took physics because it was a requirement. And like, honestly, like, that's one of the reasons why I never took physics is because you don't use calculus in that class. It's not like you can't use it, but it's like, that's how the fuck they teach it to you and shit. And I don't know if they tell you not to use calculus or not, but I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is I feel like it's better to learn it with the kind of calculus context of it, because you could do shit in algebra, yeah, but it's more proficient to just do it in calculus. It'll be easier, and you could get a lot more deeper into it. So he's kind of right about that, but ooh, that guy loved talking hella shit about America, bro. He loved it. He's like, in my country, believe me, the best. That's why, like, the thing is, like, that guy, he was French, but he looks super, like, he looks super Arabic. Like, he looks super fucking Arabic. So, like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, low-key, this guy's on some Arab shit. Because the only people I know that talk hella shit about America are Arabs, some Europeans, and maybe some black people talk shit about America, but not hardcore. Like, black people be like, you know, racism is fucked up. Well, fucking cops are assholes, but then, like, black people usually never go fuck America their ass. Like, dude, bro, what people love talking shit about America is whenever you talk to them and they get salty. It's when they mention Israel. They go, Israel. They get salty. Israel, America's best friend, Israel, and like a lot of fucking Arabs hate that shit because, like, if you don't know, go read a history book about the 6-Day War, where basically a lot of Middle Eastern powers were getting together and they're like, listen, we got to get rid of Israel. We got to wipe them off the face of the earth. And this obviously spans after World War II when basically the Allied powers, once they took control of, at the time, it was, I'm assuming Palestine, or at least it was under Ottoman control. And they gave that as a land for basically Israeli people, Jewish people. And that basically just started the whole conflict of Israel and Palestine, whatever. But bro, Arabic people, ooh, they get so salty. I mean, it's one of those things where it is kind of like a tough thing because it's kind of odd, because I feel like at the current history of the way the world exists is that it's a weird thing where you have... Ooh, this guy looks badass. It's a weird thing where you have, you know, a Steel Wing. Oh, nice. I actually have this TM. Might as well get rid of home calls. I never use home calls. But, yeah, it's this weird thing of, like, conquering, like, it really is, it is like a conquering thing, like, that's the weird thing about it, is that we're at a point in history where you're not really supposed to go to war with another country, you're not really supposed to conquer other individuals, you're not really supposed to oppress other people, but people do it, it happens, like, look at fucking China, where they have little concentration camps of different individuals, and they literally don't give a fuck about certain human rights, and people are like, whatever, what are you gonna do? It is what it is, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where people don't care. What typing is this? Steel flying? Wow, that is so cool, man. That is awesome. I feel like that's the best design Pokemon of this generation I've seen so far. But yeah, fucked up shit like that. So, like, when you look at Israel and Palestine, is it alright for another country to take over another country? In terms of war and stuff like that, it's kind of like a gray area. And that's the same thing, like, in terms of, like, when you think about it, even from an ethnic perspective, like, is it alright in America if what Americans did to Native Americans, where it was literally war? Like, a lot of times, people like to kind of sugarcoat it and just make it that Americans came to the colonies and just fucking, you know, nuked the shit out of Native Americans. It really was a war. I mean, if you look at the Spanish-American War, it was, you know, French versus Canadians, or not Canadians, well, kind of, sort of. French versus, what do you call it? The British, and they had certain Native American forces that basically helped them. And basically the point I'm trying to make is that I feel like, depending on who you talk to and what context you look at it, you know, something like, I feel like in America, usually people are more sympathetic to, like, Israel as opposed to Palestine. I mean, it kind of goes back and forth in terms of history, but overwhelmingly, that's kind of like what I feel from what I, you know, talk to the, oh shit, he disabled Steel Wind, what an asshole. I feel like that's the, most common kind of feeling. Which, you know, either or, I mean, it's different opinions, different things, but I definitely would, you know, from personal relationships with people that I know, I probably would lean towards the other way personally, but it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to determine different contexts, because there's a lot of hypocrites. Double think, you know, it's okay for that type of a segregated state to exist in the Middle East, and it's alright to have kind of like a two realms of existence, but what the fuck is that? Cursula? That's one ugly ass Pokemon. But then in America, things like that wouldn't gel at all whatsoever, but I don't know, I mean, that's another thing too. Whenever it comes to foreign affairs, it's very hard to kind of, I don't want to say care, but when it comes to foreign affairs, it's a lot easier to just not give a shit, you know what I mean? Like, you look at Syria, which is literally something that's had, is this his last Pokemon? I feel like every gym leader only ever has one Pokemon, or not one Pokemon, 3 Pokemon, so Loki, this is his last one. He might have one more, and if he does, it'll get clapped either way. Like I was saying, I feel like when it comes to foreign affairs, people just don't give a shit. I mean, it's easy not to care, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, if you don't know about it, if it doesn't affect you, no one really gives a shit. Like, this shit that's going on with China, I think the only reason people even know it exists is because there's just so much coverage of it on the internet, and it's just, you know, one of those things where right now the news cycle is something that's interested in Hong Kong. They're like, oh, it's terrible, how could this happen? Meanwhile, the shit that's going on in the Congo, no one really cares about. This guy survived? What? What? Damn, dude, that's crazy. That's like the ultimate troll. Yeah, like I'm saying, like, people don't really know much about what's happening in the Congo. People don't know much of what is happening. Huh, I guess that's not super effective. Let's try Max Flutterby. Let's see. By the way, I don't know if this is his last Pokemon or not, and right now, this is my last attack I get to do in Dynamax form. Wow, not effective. I didn't think that was going to be not effective. And that's it, I can't be Dynamax anymore, right? Nope. Can I Dynamax again, or is it over? No more Dynamaxing for me, boys. Whoa. But, yeah, I mean, there's certain things that happen in certain areas of the world where it's just like, it doesn't get the coverage, it's not interesting, it's just whatever. But then again, it's just things that you're used to. Like, as dumb as it may sound, is that Gengar, fuck. Let's get Zapper out here. Swap Pokemon. As dumb as it sounds, if people know about certain atrocities and certain things that are terrible, then, you know, if you're used to it and you're used to hearing it, it's kind of like a less of a whatever type of thing, you know what I mean? Because, like, you know, for example, Africa, the Middle East, that's been places that's been fucked for years. Like in Syria, it's literally a civil war to the point where people had to evacuate, they had to go to different places, they had to get the fuck up out of there. And it's, I don't know, there is news coverage, but it's not like, oh my god, holy shit, how could this happen? It's more like, it is what it is. It's one of those things over there that happens, who cares? Whoa! Gengar looks super fucking creepy, dude. He looks like Pain's second form that brings people back to life. That is crazy. That is fucking nuts. That is crazy, dude. Oh my god. Whoa! Alright, that did a lot of damage, but it looks like we can still kill him. Go ahead and crunch him one more time, boys. Crunch is disabled. Alright, Bite should probably kill him then. Let me go ahead and take a bite, boy. But, yeah, it's just one of those things that, when it comes to politics, when it comes to things of that nature, it's just one of those things. One of those things. Damn, hella XP. Show me move on, replace with counter. Nah, I never use counter, dude. Gym leader, Alistair. Sorry, buddy. But you got bodied, buddy. I can see your skill for what it is. Damn, this guy's dumb depressed. Crumbs. That was ace. Here, a ghost badge. Damn, this guy's the definition of a... What the fuck? This guy's on some low self-esteem shit. Good luck with everything. Thank you, my friend. Take this TM. What is it? Hex? Ah, damn, that's looking not bad. Boneless attack does massive damage to a target affected by status conditions. Oh, alright. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all, I'd say. So, we got the ghost badge. Bow Wark. Oh, Sonya's here. Bow Wark. Bow Wark. Looks like my Yamper really likes you, huh? Yep, what is it? Okay. Kaboom. Is that what that fucking hole in the wall was? Just throw some dynamite in that bitch, just like fucking Legend of Zelda. You see a hole in the wall, you blow it up. Let's see. What is it? What is it? What? The fuck is this? The fuck? This guy's so fucking... This guy is mentally fucked. Bidet. This fucking guy, dude. This guy's king of drainers. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does Steel fuck up Psychic? I don't remember. Let's see. About to find out right now, boys. Aw, oh, come on, man. Alright, let's see. Steel Wing. super effective. Yeah. Side shot. Whoa. That looked pretty cool. Didn't do much of anything, but it looked pretty cool. Ah, shit, I should have done Steel Wing again. What the hell, dude? Oh, this is super effective, though. Let's see. Steel Wing. Steel Wingu. Deadu Dedu. Who's next up on the roster, buddy? Who is it? Tell me who it is. Let me know who is about to come through. Gotharita. I guess we'll get Lanoon out here. Lanoon. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Your boy's about to get knocked out. Holmes. Gotharita. Night slash. See you later, stupid. What else is up? What else is coming down the pipe? Let's see. Alright. Hatrem. What the fuck was Hatrem? I don't remember. Whatever. I could probably body him with my boy. Hatrem. That sounds like some fucking ancient Egyptian god. Hatrem, Hatam, Hatu. Oh. Okay. I low-key would have been fucking getting fucked up if I stayed out as, Lanoon. My partner's move is simply splendid, wouldn't you say? Nigga, he got fucking rocked. What are you talking about? Ooh, okay. That did some damage. I ain't gonna lie to you. But guess what, buddy? My speed is through the roof. That's right. That's why they call me Roger Rabbit, pussy. Alright, here's his last one, I believe, right? Because that was 3 and he got 4. Pokemon Trainer Bebe is about to send out Ponyta. Maybe I'll go with this guy. Show you what a horse does to a pony, pussy. Hit him with the high horsepower, boys. What do you want, bro? What is it? Is it to avenge your clan that got killed by Itachi? Dude, Heavy Slam gotta nuke this guy. I thought this guy was fairy. Oh yeah, that's right. He's not fairy. He really looks like it. I thought you were fairy. Now you're gonna get slammed. Bye-bye. You're dead. And with it, so are your dreams. Alright, your ass. What else is new? Your ass. Shut up. Damn, I love how this guy's got a fucking golden Rolex on his hand. Golden Rolex. Because your ass. What is it? Fuck. Young Bidet. That's why I sent you to a trainer school to give you a chance of success. Whoa! Look at that. Look at this nigga's mind just got broken. No! Shut up! Whoa! Damn, man. So, scale 1 to 10, how likely is it that that guy's gonna go to school with an AR? Ah, Sonya and Bada Bang 2. Terrible shame, all this. An absolute disaster. Yeah? Nigga, this all makes sense now. The fucking chairman is Orochimaru and that kid is Sasuke. Yeah, we do what we must to keep things fair and sportsmanlike. Okay. It was Rose who took Bidet under his wing, and so Bidet was battling for the chairman's sake. Nigete, nigete. So the mural isn't that one, right? It's another one? Whoa! What the fuck? Whoa. Whoa. She's thinking right now. Her mind. Whoa. Eureka. What is it? What was the Eureka moment, dude? What is it? What is it? Not a brilliant turn of events, but the ruins were brought into light for us to see. About Galar's legends. Pokemon. Right, more than any here, those things that appear to be Pokemon that stand out. Not just that, but those Pokemon appear to be holding a sword and a shield if they were using them. Yep. The hero was actually two people. Same as the tapestries. I don't know. Maybe because fucking Mr. Chairman's a piece of shit. Which means the shield is your Pokemon. Two young heroes, the sword and shield were actually Pokemon. Why would the truth of the runes be hidden when their stories were depicted in artwork? Cause, bro, you ever seen those fucking The Arrivals conspiracy videos? You know why. Let me guess, some revives. You obtained 2 revives, thanks. I haven't needed them yet, but okay. Well, there we go. We uncovered the secrets of this amazing wall. Honestly, the story ain't that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very basic. It's very fucking one-dimensional, but I'm liking this. This conspiracy theory is starting to get to me now. I guess I should go... Do I even need to heal my Pokemon? No, right? Nah, they are A-okay, so... I think I'm just gonna go ahead and check out this super cool dark region. I don't even know what this is. It just looks super cool. Glimwood Tangle. So I'm gonna check this out next, and seems pretty interesting to me. Fucking Glimwood